Ioana Daidou is the founder of The Legs, a teacher, educator, and an international presenter in conventions worldwide, having presented in 11 countries so far. Also, she is an English language assessment examiner and has published a lot of articles in many countries. Ioana's multifaceted studies in education, psychology, NLP and business led her to deliver seminars in teaching and methodology, NLP in education, gamification, educational psychology and self-development around the world. So, we tell you hello here in an Adixeto TV show.
Thank you.
Mrs. Ioana Daidou here for the method The Legs. You have come to inform us about The Legs. How can it be applied and what does it stand for?
Okay, so The Legs stands for Learning Gamification System. It is a new innovative approach to teaching foreign languages through which students at any age learn in a fun way. Learners are being taught all skills: speaking, listening, writing, reading, vocabulary, grammar. There's also error correction, and they level up through a variety of hands-on, gamified, fun activities, which are based on gamification principles and mechanics, and include colors and sticky notes, thrill and interaction, motives and goals, and teamwork and points, and there's always a prize. The Legs is the amalgamation of gamification and NLP along with psychology. It is a unique approach to teaching and highly interactive and engaging, and promotes differentiation, accelerates learning, enriches the lesson, and adds value to the way educators teach. The Legs can be tailored to fit different levels and ability groups of students and can be applied to different teaching contexts. It was initially addressed to teachers of foreign languages, yet the method can be easily adjusted. That is, anyone who teaches can use The Legs. I'm delivering seminars on NLP in education, self-development, and educational psychology, all through the Learn Gamification System, using this method.
Are there any levels at Legs?
Legs has two basic levels, two levels. The basic level, it's called Hands-on Legs, and it's a toolbox for educators full of ready-to-use activities, easily adjustable to suit different levels and different students' needs. The advanced level, which is called Steady Legs, blends gamification, psychology, and NLP in education and provides techniques, exercises, theories, models, and the rationale behind all these. I mean, how were the gamified activities created, how and why they work, and always the main focus being on achieving goals and maximizing the results. There's also another circle of trainings on practical issues of teaching and psychology, which I call the game of learning.
How did the idea of The Legs come up and how it evolved?
Well, back in 2011, I was in Cambridge to get my certificate as a teacher trainer. And there I was asked to create a teacher training lesson without using neither books nor technology, which is hard. This is how the idea of the colorful post-it notes came up. And The Legs uses the 5 basic colors of the post-it notes, both in its practices and in its philosophy. Back in Cambridge, the teacher training lesson I created was a huge success. The impact was great and I got excellent feedback. And when I returned back to Greece, I decided to use those gamified activities in my classes. I used to teach both adults and adolescents at the Hellenic American Union. And all of them embraced these gamified activities, and they kept asking for more and more and more all the time. So gradually the activities were categorized into speaking activities, warm-up activities, and so on and so forth. And they were changed according to the students' needs. Based on my studies, I started blending knowledge and elements from NLP and psychology and gamification, so The Legs emerged. And then I started presenting the gamified activities I had created in language schools and international conventions. like IETFL and TESOL and many more, and the impact was huge. They loved it, and so far I have delivered 27 presentations in 11 countries, and 6 more are on the way up until now. In January 2018, I began conducting trainings on NLP in education, which had unbelievable participation, and will be continued and enriched constantly.
To whom LEGS may concern?
LEGS concerns all educators, teachers, tutors, people who, language school owners, publishers, and people who create EFL teaching materials, psychologists, speech therapists, presenters, those who deliver seminars.
Mm-hmm. And what can both learners and educators gain from the LEGS?
Well, the LEGS skyrockets the lesson and often offers multiple benefits, both for the learners and the educators. You see, as an EFL teacher, I had to find answers to questions such as, how can I involve all the students all the time? How can I make them active learners who want to learn and look forward to the lesson? How can I keep students happy and alert? And how can I make students active learners who build on what they learn and they get the feeling of accomplishment? I also had to face challenges, of some of which were that most students get disengaged and distracted. They don't really like books. They easily get bored, and they also get tired by a standardized way of teaching, of being taught, And instead, they are looking for excitement and joy and motives. So I had to find a solution, and the answer to all these questions was the LEGS. Its activities promote cooperation and team spirit, and they also inspire commitment. And these activities accelerate learning. I've been using the LEGS since 2011, and the results were impressive.
Where can somebody interested find you?
Well, you're very welcome to visit my webpage, www.thelegsystem.com. And also I have a page on Facebook which I call LEGS, and there everybody who's interested can be informed about the trainings in different cities, the venue and the updates. And the trainings I conduct are both at seminar rooms for the public and at language schools privately.
So, thank you very much, Mrs. Ioana Deidou. It was very informative as a discussion with you about the LEGS.
Thank you for having me.